What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I hope you like this video. This is Encore Season 1, episode. What episode are we on? Episode 6. So it is the day of the listening party, right? So the ladies are nervous because they like, do we have enough songs? Are the songs any good? We have to present these in front of our musical peers. Who's coming? Like, they don't know who's coming from what group. Nivea doesn't even have a group, so she like, I really don't know who coming for me, And so it's a lot of nervousness. Now they talk to Sita, and Sita tries to give them some good words of encouragement, let them know, listen, y'all got this, just y'all got this. So they go down into the studio to, work on the lineup and finalize everything. And they realize one of the songs they don't have. Well, Cosign took the song with him. Now, listen, I'm not a music person. I don't know all these different ins and outs, but something about the stem, and he should have left the stem in Pro Tools. Now, I understand enough to understand that Pro Tools is the editing software, I guess, that they use in the studio, and that's where everything should be housed, sort of like a database, so that he could access it from wherever he is, and they could access it from wherever they are, and if they need to work on it, they can do that. But that's not what he did. He didn't leave it in a central location. So they're calling him, asking him for it. He sent it, and when they listened to it, they realized, this sounds the same. Like, you didn't mix it, you didn't edit it, you didn't blend it. All those, whatever those special, words that you supposed to use. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't do none of that. So now we're down a song because you didn't do what you said you was going to do. So they're irritated with Cosign, and one of the twins is really in her feelings, and we're going to get back to her, okay? Because that's going to be a situation at the end of this episode. So the ladies come out, and we see who's here. We got Jazzy Fizzle. I'm not sure which group he worked with, but Jazzy Fizzle is definitely a super producer. Ronnie is there, and of course he came with all kinds of balloons and flowers for his boo thing, and I was here for that. I love them. I really wish that she would get back on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I really feel like she brought a flavor to it. She got on my nerves sometimes, but I definitely felt like she gave us a little something different. Pam was nervous because Pam was like, I haven't seen any of my group members in 4 or 5 years. She said, and I left. And when I left. I shut it down. I cut everybody off. And a lot of people didn't understand. She said, even in my own household, people didn't understand. And I took that to mean like her husband at the time, financially, they was going to take a hit. Because, even though Toto ain't putting out new music, you can always get on somebody's, 90s R&B tour. You know what I'm saying? You can always book a gig with somebody want to hear Toto. Like, it just is what it is. I know Diddy ain't give y'all no whole lot of money, but I feel like he was making some kind of money. You know what I'm saying? And so she's nervous about who in the world is going to be there and all that good stuff. And so we find out that Misha is there from 702. And like Lanisha said, she said, we did not always have the best relationship, but I'm glad that she's here. We've been through a lot, but I really, really am glad to see her. Irish is like, this is my time. This is my moment to let them know that I'm more than just a background singer, that they hear me, One of the black members came. They didn't really show her and Shamari, so I figured they don't have no beef. Like, they must have just been like, hey, girl, hey, Nobody came from Danity Kane, but who's surprised? I actually would have been shocked if somebody had come from Danity Kane, if you really want to know the truth of the matter. But, girl. So, nobody came from Danity Kane. Who else is left? I'm going to do Pam last. Is that everybody? Did I get everybody? Well, we know ain't nobody coming from 3LW, girl. So, and we still don't know what the hell Kylie is doing here. We still don't know. She is the creative director, and that is it. That is all. I don't know who made her creative director. Just like later on in this episode, I have questions about who made Fallon or Felicia, whichever one it was that was arguing with Cosign, who made her the main producer. I didn't know. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to get back to that. Like I said, that's at the end of this episode. So, Pam, shoot, not Kimmy, Kimi, not Kimmy, Kimi came from Total, and Pam was trying to give her the old COVID elbow, and she was like, girl, you gonna hug me. And they had a moment, and she told her, she said, listen, at the end of the day, I don't understand why you made the decisions that you made, but at the end of the day, you are my sister, and I miss you, and I love you, and it hurt, because you didn't just walk away from the group You walked away from our friendship. You walked away from everything. She was like, child, Pam done blocked them on down to the social media. I said, well, damn. And it was very reminiscent of what Pep did. I mean, what Salt did to Pep with Salt and Pepper. I've heard them talk about it in a few things. I mean, you saw it in the movie, but you had to go back to their reality show they did on VH1 a few years back, and they actually went to Ayanna to really talk some things out. And Pep was like, "That is what you did. Like, you literally just walked away, no explanation, no nothing. You walked away." And Run did the same thing with Run DMC. He got, and all three, the thing that they have in common is that they got called by God. All three of them feel like God was pulling them in a different direction. I understand that 100%. And I am not going to question anybody's methods, because sometimes you got to do what you got to do to get out of where you are and handle what you need to handle. But at the end of the day, is there a better way to handle it, though? I'm just saying. But she told her, listen, I love you. I miss you, And later on in the episode, they do have a conversation, and she is kind of questioning, like, you wasn't ready to finish with us, and you felt like you had to step away from us as a group, but you here. So you're doing music, you're doing R&B. I'm a little confused, like, I'm a little hurt and confused by that. And Pam was like, I get it. I understand it might look crazy. She said, but honestly, I feel like God brought me here. Like, I honestly feel like God asked me to be here, and that I'm here for a bigger cause that he asked me to be a part of. So that was a moment. So they get ready to play the music, and they're playing the music, and the girls are like, and Ronnie and a couple of the other guys was like, ho, stop the music. And they were like, damn, they stopping the music before we even get started. Damn, is it that bad? And they were like, listen, if y'all want, first of all, it's 20 of y'all in this group. We don't even know who is singing what. That's number one. Number two, how y'all expect us to feel it if y'all standing there and y'all ain't feeling it? Like, y'all are standing there like, like, I need some movement. I need to feel it. I need y'all to be excited. And I need to know who's singing what. Like, give me a performance. Give me something. And I can understand that, because I've been to listening parties. Listening parties are like mini concerts. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you really want people to feel your music, so you are really giving people a show. And so that's what they were like. They were like, let us know what's going on. Give us something. And so they start over again, and they get into it, and they really moving, and they working the crowd, and you can see who has the stage presence, and all of that. They're having a good time, Now they get to the end, and the guys are like, listen, because I say guys because it was mainly guys, but the group that was there for the listening party, tell them, listen, y'all are doing something really great here. And basically they were like, don't fuck it up. Like, don't let this fall apart. Y'all are doing something really great. It's good to see. I think it can send a message to people about women working together and how it can really work and how it can really be something at the end of the day. And basically, don't fuck it up. Now, throughout the whole listening party, who is over in the corner hating on the whole thing is Aubrey. At no point in time does Aubrey act like she give a damn. She don't bop to nothing. She don't move to nothing. And she is really, really in her feelings. Now, this is how I feel about it. I feel like she in her feelings mainly because they didn't do what you wanted them to do. You wanted them to do the groups a certain way, do the songs a certain way. Hell, you even wanted a certain order for the songs to be played in for the listening party. And they didn't do what you wanted them to do. They listened to you. They took your counsel. But I think what people forget is all of these women were in girl groups. And all of these women have a vision and have experience that they bring to the table. Aubrey, you ain't the only one. And yes, your group, Danity Kane, was very successful in y'all's time. But girl, you're not the only one here that's had success, and you're not the only one here that's worked in the industry. And I feel like in the beginning, you at least respected the twins. Hell, you don't even respect the twins anymore. And at this point, I don't even know why you're bothering. Like, it's like you're just negative. Like, you don't want to be here. You don't want to participate in none of it. You don't want to be a part of none of it. And it is so obvious. Like, everybody is noticing that you're not here. Everybody is noticing that you're not here. you know, and they was feeling all the songs, including Pam's gospel song. Like, they were here for all of it. The other little sourpuss in the back is Miss Irish. Irish talking about something, she's embarrassed, and this is making her look bad because when she realizes that now that the songs are being played, that she only got 1 or 2 lines, and everybody else got leads, and everybody else got this, and everybody else got that, but she's the only one that's not looking good, and she not on enough songs, and she don't have enough leads, and this was supposed to be her moment, but she ain't get her moment, and she might as well just leave. And she ends up having that conversation when it's over with. You know, they all kind of hanging out when the whole thing is over with. And she's talking to, it's her, you know, it's 702 basically, they're talking. And Misha is giving them props. Misha is like, listen, y'all have always been my sisters. I know it ain't always been an easy road for us, but at the end of the day, I love y'all, and I'm so happy to see this, and I hope this is the opportunity that you guys have always wanted. I hope this becomes that vehicle that y'all always wanted to sort of highlight yourselves and highlight what it was y'all was trying to put forward. And I feel like she was sincere. I ain't feel like it was no bullshit with it. So then Irish decides she wants to go off on this whole tangent about how she didn't get this and she didn't get that, and it's making her look stupid and all of these different things, right? Lamisha is like, first of all, this is deja vu for me. I'm used to this. I'm used to hearing it. This is what I've always heard. She said, but one, I don't think this is the time or the place to have this conversation. Because Misha even says, oh, that's house business. Like, I ain't got nothing to do with that. That's house business. She said, so first of all, I don't think that this is the time and place for the conversation. Second of all, Irish, there were times, if I'm going to be honest, she said, if I'm going to be fair, I'm going to be honest, she my sister, but I'm going to look at the whole thing. And if I'm going to be honest, there were times we were in the studio and she was nowhere to be found. There were times when we were working on music and she could have had an opportunity to be in the booth and she could have had an opportunity to sing a lead and she won't there. So at the end of the day, we went with what we went with. Listen, this is what I need people to understand. Y'all, they had 30 days to do this. Y'all are acting like y'all have a multi-million-dollar contract with a major record label and you have 6 months to put an album together. 30 days to do, what they had to do, 12 songs? I think at this point, they're keeping up a pretty damn good pace. And at the end of the day, if you don't have the leads that you thought you was going to have or that you wanted to have, sometimes you got to make yourself, like I said this three reviews ago, it's no sleep for 30 days. No sleep. Y'all got to do 12 songs in 30 days. No sleep, boo. Let's go. Let's get it. So, that was the other thing that Aubrey was talking about. We don't have a group sound. We haven't found our sound yet. We don't have a vision. We don't have a, girl, you sound just like Diddy. That sound like some Diddy shit. That sound like Making the Band, Danity Kane season 2, when Diddy was like, okay, I got all y'all together, but y'all don't sound united. Y'all don't have a voice. I almost feel like it's a direct quote from Diddy from Making the Band. Girl, if you don't go sound somewhere and stop recycling shit and act like you know something that you don't know, girl, please, and bye. So the listening party is over. Everybody done gone home, child. And Aubrey decides that this is just not for her. She doesn't feel like she's bringing anything to the group. She doesn't feel like the group is giving her anything. It's not what she thought it was. And she doesn't want to represent herself this way. And the music is not her style and what she likes to put out. And excuse me. So this is just not for her. So she leaves. Now, once again, I have to say, ain't nobody see her leave. Because the next morning, everybody's like, where's Aubrey? Where's Aubrey? Where's Aubrey? Where's Aubrey? Where's Aubrey? Ain't nobody see her leave. She packed suitcases, called an Uber. Nobody saw her. Nobody heard nothing. Okay. So Aubrey gone, child. And of course, most of the people, not the twins and certainly not Keely, but Irish, Lamisha, and even Shamari was like, I'm going to miss her because she added value to this group. Like, she added value to this group. And so now they're scrambling because now they got to take her off of all the damn songs. They got to take her voice off the song. So now, instead of finishing up, I think they had like 5 songs ready. So now, instead of finishing up the 5, getting to, shoot, but they still got another 6 songs to do. Now they got to go back and redo the 5 songs that they thought they were done. Before they can even move forward with the 6 songs, they still got to do choreography. They still have to get ready for a live performance. Like, making the music is just one part of this equation. Child. So they have a team meeting. So Cinnamon comes, Aaliyah comes, and the producer, what's his name? What's his name? Shit, I said at the beginning of this episode. Y'all know what I'm talking about. He came. Anyway. Almost immediately, Felicia lashes out into this man. Listen. Cosign, that's his name. I don't know if Cosign was doing his job or not. Cosign seems to think that he was doing his job. Not only does the twin not think that he was doing his job, but it sounds like a couple of the other ladies agreed that he wasn't really doing everything he was supposed to be doing for them either. It is a lot on all of them. Aaliyah, all of them have to do a lot in a little bit of time. And they brought up the example of him not mixing the song. They thought, he took the song, it wasn't done, and the song, it wasn't what they thought it was going to be. It wasn't ready. And him and Felicia get into a really nasty, and I mean, Felicia is talking to him crazy. Again, I don't know what was said before, during, or after, but what I do know is I feel like the way Felicia handled that was very disrespectful. There's a way to talk to somebody. There's a way to handle a situation. Even when you feel like that person is not doing what they're supposed to be doing, there's a way to handle it so that it doesn't come off. It was really rude. It was hard to watch. I'm gonna be honest. It was very hard to watch. She's like, fuck you, and you think you got some big dick energy. I'm telling you, I got the biggest dick, and big dick energy is what she was saying. And then Keely jumped in because he was being a little, okay, sweetheart. Okay. Don't sweetheart her. Don't sweetheart us. Don't give me that male passive aggressive. And then I was like, okay, so now we're going to, okay. I'm going to give him credit for holding his cool because, again, she may have been 100% right in what she was saying, but the way she was saying it and how she was presenting herself was 100% wrong, in my opinion. But the question I have is, because he was like, listen, I'm the producer. Like, I'm the producer on this project. And she was like, no, I'm the producer in this house. Here's the thing. It kind of goes back to the situation with Keely. We were introduced at the beginning of this season. We have a choreographer. We have a voice coach. We have a producer. Got a songwriter. We lucked up and had two very ambitious producers and songwriters in the group. It doesn't negate his role, though, as producer. And when he said, I'm the producer on this project, he is the producer on this project. Until Carlos King and Todd Tucker and whoever else is the producer says he's no longer, he is. Now, that's like Keely being a good dancer. That's like if Keely decided to choreograph 3 of the songs because she felt like Aaliyah was moving too slow. That don't change the fact that Aaliyah is the choreographer for this project. It doesn't change it. Like, you can do the work that somebody else is getting paid to do. It doesn't give you the title. And I feel like that's what Cosign was saying in that moment. And even Cinnamon was like, listen, he's still on the team. We are all one team. Like, let me remind you that, yes, you are writing these songs. Yes, you are producing. Yes, you have taken over the lead in a lot of stuff. But at the end of the day, don't forget, you are not in charge. And you are not a producer on this project. You ain't getting paid for that. When the credits roll, that ain't where your name is going to show up, right? So she ends up, I feel like it was Felicia because she was like, wait till I tell Fallon. Wait till I tell Fallon. But I just feel like the way it was handled was wrong. Again, you can be 100% right, but the way in which you handle it can turn it into you being wrong. So that's how I feel about it. Y'all can tell me different in the comments. Y'all can disagree. Y'all let me know what y'all think. But that's pretty much where it ended. We'll see what we pick up next week, honey. How many more episodes? This is a 10-episode situation? Let me know what y'all think. Drop it in the comments. Peace.